Hey guys, it's Alaina with The Organized Money and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a budget with me. We are budgeting the third week of January, and before we get started, I just want to show you some of the supplies that I'm going to be using for this spread. I have my own icon stickers. These are stickers that I'm going to be using from my shop, and they are just the $ stickers. It's just something that I like to decorate with. And I'm also going to be using some sticker books from Erin Condren. I'm not really sure what colors I'm going to be using yet, so I have pulled out both because I love them both equally. And then I have my calculator over here. I have my whiteout, which I get this from Office Depot. It is the big whiteout. I know a couple people have asked me in the comments about this, so I just wanted to show it up close. And I also have two pens. I have my black pen and my red pen. These are the Papermate Ink Joy Gel Pens 0.7. And more than likely in this spread, I'll only be using the black. I usually only use red when I'm checking off things that have already been paid, or I'm doing my budget recap, weekly recap. So this is my planner. This is the Happy Planner. I got mine from Michaels, and you know mine is Franken planned. If you haven't seen this complete setup, I will link it above, even though I have made some changes to it. Instead of having 5 sections, I now currently have 3. I have pulled out my health planner and my faith planner because I wanted them to be separate, and this one was getting a little bit bulky. And I also added a folder in the front, as you can see here, and I also added a notes section so that I am able to kind of jot down notes and different things that happen in meetings. As you can see, I haven't been using many stickers lately. I've been kind of back planning and adding in stickers because life has been happening and I have not really had the chance to plan properly and make it all decorative and pretty. As much as I love decorative planning, I am just more of a functional planner because if I focus on the decoration, then usually I'm not as productive. So let's flip over to my budget section, and I'm gonna pull out one of my half sheets because I am going to need it. I can show you guys a quick flip through of how these weeks have been going. This is the very first week in January. This is the second week, and I have done budget with me's on all of this, including a budget review for this past week. So I will link that above also. And now we are doing our third week. I have already started jotting down some notes of how I need to plan out this week. But I have a new half sheet here so I can make this look a little bit prettier. And once I kind of write down the half sheet, I'll come back, I'll talk about a little bit about what's happening. I'll try and zoom you guys in a little bit more because a couple people told me that they wanted to be able to see the numbers a little bit more. So I'll zoom in and then I'll decorate the spread and talk about what I have filled out. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I am finished with this week's half sheet, and these are going to be my expenses for the week. As you know, I usually try and keep the weekly budget around $2,000, try and save a little bit, and if I go over that, then I always have to pull from our savings, so I try not to do that. And we are on inconsistent income, so that's why I usually don't put down my exact income. It varies between $1,000 and $2,000 for the week. My husband and I are on opposite weeks of getting paid, and we are both entrepreneurs. I am an accountant and a financial coach, and he does a bunch of marketing services, and he's also in ministry. So we both have a variety of things going on. So let's talk about this weekly expenses. We tithe to our church, so we are going to tithe $220 because that's what I am about expecting this week. The savings is going to be $200. We pay out of pocket for taxes. We pay monthly just to make sure that we have enough at the end of every year, because we used to always end up owing, and so we decided we had to make some changes to make sure that we had enough to cover it. Our life insurance is the $166. We have a Gerber College Fund, and that's $86. We pay our mortgage weekly, and that's just because we like to divide everything up, and I want to make sure that I have enough to cover it, because like I said, we're on inconsistent income, so I'm not exactly sure from week to week how much we're going to get, so I always like to have that amount not be too large. The car note, we also pay that weekly just to, make sure it's always covered, and that's going to be $100. We do have 2 cars, but we only have a note on 1 car. My husband's car is paid off. We also give or put money aside into Acorns, which is our, it's an app where you can invest money into it. Right now, currently, I believe we have like $2,000 in there. And so I just put a little bit into it every week. Student loan payment, once again, we divide that up. I want to say it's like $300 and something a month, but I pay $50 every week because we are trying to pay it down. Entergy this month is $85. We're paying on our credit card because we're also trying to get that out of the way. And Fidelity, we do have Roth 401ks. So this week I'm putting $20 into it. I usually like to put $100, but that was not possible this week because this is a heavy week for us as far as expenses. And we're gonna spend $186 just keep in the spending account. And that is going to go towards gas, my husband's haircut, my children's hair. I usually do my own, and food. That's like food that we have to go out and eat with. That's that $36. We have already purchased groceries last week. I don't know if you saw my budget review from last week, but we spent like $200 on groceries, so we don't need to get groceries this week again. So that's why the food budget is so low, in case you are wondering. And that is going to be it. Now I'm going to decorate my actual spread. I still do have a couple of stickers left over. So I'm gonna be using these in order to like decorate this sheet. And I kind of divide it up by the bills that I am paying and then by the expenses that we have on that particular day. So any bill, whenever I pay these particular bills, I will mark it off on that day that it is paid. And all the expenses that happen, I will put below. So I'm going to put down some stickers for this week, and then I will come back. Okay guys, here is the finished spread. As you can see, I decided to switch my categories over here. I've made it bills, expenses, and then any additional income or savings that I decide to do on that particular day. I am still keeping the faith that I'm going to need to write a bunch of numbers in this section. And so I wanted to just keep that like that, keep my expenses light, and hopefully my income and savings will grow. So that is it for this spread. I really love the donuts and how this one kind of came out. I will definitely do something at the end of the week and do a weekly review and show you how everything kind of came together at the end and how we did this week. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you love videos like this and want more like it, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you head over and follow me on Instagram at The Organized Money, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time, bye guys.